Hey, Hydro Haven family, let me guess. You built those gorgeous raised beds, filled them with what you thought was perfect soil, and now your plants look like they're either drowning in a swamp or dying of thirst in a desert. Sound familiar? You're staring at what I call the $500 soil disaster, and trust me, I've been there. Today we're going to turn your soil nightmare into a thriving garden paradise, and I'm going to show you exactly how I rescued my own beds from complete failure. Picture this. It's my second year of raised bed gardening and I was so proud of my setup. 8 beautiful cedar beds, each one filled with what the garden center promised was premium garden soil. 3 weeks after planting, my tomatoes were yellow and wilting, my lettuce was rotting at the roots, and my peppers looked like they were slowly committing suicide. I was watering every day, but somehow the soil was either bone dry or soggy wet. There was no middle ground. That's when it hit me. Raised beds aren't just elevated ground-level gardens. They're completely different ecosystems that play by their own rules. The soil that works perfectly in your backyard flower bed will absolutely destroy your raised bed dreams. Forget everything you've heard about soil mixing ratios. I'm going to share the system that saved my garden and has created incredible harvests for thousands of Hydro Haven viewers. We're building soil like nature does, in functional layers that work together seamlessly. Your foundation layer is your insurance policy. 2 to 3 inches of coarse drainage material. I use river rock mixed with broken terracotta pots creates highways for excess water while preventing soil from washing away. This isn't optional decoration, it's engineered infrastructure that prevents 90% of drainage disasters. The main growing layer is where the magic happens. You need exactly 45% aged compost, 35% quality topsoil, and 20% drainage amendments. Here's the game changer. Your compost needs to be at least 18 months old, your topsoil must pass the squeeze test, and your drainage amendment should be a blend of perlite and coarse sand, not just one or the other. The biological activation layer is your secret weapon. Before planting, I add a thin layer of forest soil mixed with mycorrhizal fungi inoculant. This introduces the microscopic army that will keep your soil structure perfect and your plants thriving for years to come. Here's something that will blow your mind. The biggest threat to your raised bed soil isn't pests or weather, it's your own footsteps. Every time you step on wet soil, you're crushing thousands of air pockets that took months to develop. This single mistake destroys more raised bed gardens than all other factors combined. I create permanent pathways using cedar planks that span the width of my beds, allowing me to reach every plant without ever touching the growing medium. This simple change increased my yields by 40% in the first season because roots could finally breathe and expand naturally. Your raised bed soil isn't static, it's constantly changing, decomposing, compacting, and evolving. Each spring I add exactly 2 inches of fresh compost worked lightly into the surface. This feeds the soil biology while maintaining the structure you've worked so hard to create. The beds I nearly abandoned 5 years ago now produce more food than I ever imagined possible, all because I learned to work with soil as a living system rather than fighting against it. Ready to transform your raised bed disasters into garden gold? Hit that subscribe button for more game-changing garden content, and share this video with anyone who's struggling with raised bed soil issues. Your garden revolution starts right now.